Hello everyone, welcome to another ESDL match between Virtuous and Flubber's Goons. I am a Red Crayon, and unfortunately I will be by myself tasking the day. A little bit of a late start, bad timing on all the tasking stuff, but I did better at this someday, I promise. Um, Looking at this, let's go ahead and start the matchups before we get in, because we do not have a lot of time. Only 42 seconds. Darius versus Alawi, go out of the way. Uh, Very quickly looking at all these matchups, very powerful pits on all sides. The only one that I'm concerned with is the Swain mid, and honestly, that's just because you don't ever see Swain unless he's top or bot. It's not even a bad thing. It's just you don't see him mid. That's the only one that throws me off out of left field. Um, but lots of power down bot. Honestly, great matchups all around. This all I think this really come down to how well they control the map, how well they control their vision, and how well they actually understand their champions. Hopping in here, let's see if we can get a quick look at their keystones. Hail of Blade Sejuani. Of all things, I was not expecting that one. Everything else looks fairly normal. Guardian on us. I feel like Guardian is one of those things. Like you can always take on someone. It's always gonna be somewhat useful. Maybe not necessarily the most useful thing on someone like Nihilus, but it's never a bad thing. That is, it can proc off of relic shield heals. Proc a relic shield in the middle of combat. You get a heal and a shield for a carry. Um, I'm interested about this Hello Blade Sejuani. I'm really curious whether or not that was just a misclick or if they got a plan going here. It's like it's being a little slow. Oh, well, there it goes. But wait. Okay, yep, there it goes. That was a little odd. It's like it's like blue team. I wish I had time to actually learn who was which side. I know the team names, but I have yet to figure out who is who. I had only got in to spectate. I didn't even get a chance to join the lobby. Uh, it's like blue team's going for an invade here. 5 man, they definitely can do it. Lots of CC on their team. Oh, Caitlyn. Oh, that's unfortunate. Darius flash there. I guesstimate sure. Great job from Caitlyn, not wasting her thumbs. Like, all this start with this hook. If she had just flashed, he would have just been able to. He was saving his hook. He would have just been able to hook her right after that, right after she used her flash. So great job on her for not using anything. Darius did not need to flash, but it. I mean, it's just there. Oh, that team's going for something interesting here. Red team is going for something interesting. Not to be able to do anything out of it, but I mean, I can see the play there. I can see something interesting coming out of that. Let's hope they're gonna be satisfied with it. Just the buff. Zawani looks like she's going down for the gank. Real quick, level 2 before bot lane even gets their level 2. Uh, Caitlyn, I don't really know what you're doing there. I mean, you still have your sums. Again, great job not using sums. You're dead once you waited too long to walk away. I guess you just didn't see a way out of that. Thresh was only level 1, he didn't have his lantern, so. Honestly, great start coming from blue side here. That's exactly what you want to see. Get Jinx ahead, get Sejuani ahead. Sejuani starts to become a powerful tank really early on. And if you can get Jinx ahead in a lane like this, I mean, everyone knows Jinx has skills. Top lane does favor Illaoi overall. It's just so much easier for her to land abilities and everything. Like she has so much more poke. And if she ever gets that E off, this happens. It's kind of left like this. But Darius is no way out of this matchup. Darius is never out of a matchup. The only matchup Darius struggles with, matchups. Oh, a little bit fight going on behind jugglers. Um, I think you can fight this a bit more originally, while you still had your passive up, because you have Hella Blades up, you have your passive up. I think you could have gone for a bit more of a heavy trade there. Originally, because you're all both even HP, you have Hella Blades, he has Convert. A quick trade, get that Hella Blades proc, and then just back out. Give your team enough time to rotate. But backing out immediately and then coming back into the fight is not what you want. Because as it stands, you lost your passive, your Hellblade's prod has gone on cooldown. You have nothing else. You have no way to fight him anymore. Any advantage you did have is gone. Kane took advantage of that and did a lot of damage. He had to burst or flash. Swain walked up and just ignited. That's a little bit trained on top again. See, this is exactly what I mean. Oh, that's not what you want to see. That's exactly what I mean. Like, Illaoi has the slight advantage with her range advantage, but Darius is in no way out. He can still trade with her just fine as long as he gets her within range. It's like Sejuani looks a little hesitant to fight this Kane. Maybe she just doesn't want to give him his form. Look at this. Kane can go either form this game. I personally think he would actually want to go blue form here, like prioritize killing this Jinx, killing this Ari. Kill them, and the rest of the team is gonna do what? Stand there. Darius is the only one that even has damage after that point, and even that's not enough to be worried about. Unless you're like standing next to him. Oh, right, you have to actually hit that. Oh, well, while that was happening, you know, it's that example of what I was saying. Red team really needs to get something going on, because right now, blue team has the opportunity to run away with this. It looks relatively even, but oh, Arya has no mana. She does have ult charges, but oh, that's unfortunate. Swain, I guess you fat finger your flash there, or just flash the wrong way. I've had that happen. Sometimes it's just a matter of keys don't work the way you want it to. Alright, unfortunately, if you had any more mana, you would have actually gotten a kill there. These junglers are constantly running into each other. Not fighting, but they're just always in the same place. Speaking of, it looks like Kane's going in for a gank here. Oh, that's a dead Caitlyn. That's a dead Caitlyn. I Great flash from Kane. Honestly, I am surprised they did not manage to kill Jinx any bit faster there. Uh, she was dead. She was completely dead. Nautilus did a great job of CCing the Caitlyn, so she wasn't involved in that at all. She got an assist, but fact is, it took her so much longer to get involved. That's probably why Jinx managed to actually kill the Caitlyn. A little bit of vision control going down from blue side. Ooh, nice knock up. Uh, I couldn't kind of talk in that. I am going to assume those were mistlets. I'm going to assume those were mistlets because you had that, but you can't be so indecisive. He's not quite in tower range. You can fight that. I'm gonna assume you lit past him a couple times. All been there. Don't take it too hard. Don't be discouraged. You're still Sejuani. You're still gonna be relevant. It's like a little pick happened bot side. This is really bad for red side. This Jinx is already a massive threat. And when your lane vote Caitlyn is losing to the Jinx, it's just not gonna go well for you. Caitlyn falls. Caitlyn always stales. All ADCs will stale, but Jinx stales harder. It's a great call going for Infernal there. Yeah, I don't think they really had vision. Great charm from Ari, but I don't think they really had vision of the dragon of where Kane was. But it was a great call going for it because you. Sorry, just not done eating. Um, Things hanging around here. Get spotted on that blue ward. See, I mentioned this the other day. These wards, amazing. Like putting wards in this bush, controlling vision here to here, is phenomenal. It helps so much. Placing it a little bit further forward, you get vision of this entire bit. The only way this tank can get to you and you can't see him is if you don't react. Ooh, looks like, speaking of reacting, looks like Swain's walking down. Doesn't look anything's not come of it though. They have a great vision here and here. So they saw Swain coming a mile away. Art's just working on this top tower. He has gotten multiple kills whenever I was not paying attention to his lane. Honestly. Oh, great pull. Now that was max range. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm. That's just unfortunate. Why would Kane ult there? I don't know. It was a great ult from him. It got him out. I do see what the play you were going for was. Did not expect a Kane to just ult randomly. Kane's getting the scuttle. Sejuani's nearby on blue buff. I don't think she's gonna be in time to stop. Nope. This scuttle is definitely going over Kane. Looks like a lot more CS is going down. Not really a bunch of training going on. Blue side is doing what they need to to be honest. Like, playing around is exactly where they need to play. They've already they're already getting ahead in top and bot. Mid is actually ahead in CS. Hey, missed up there. I forget the button switch to gold counters, but we're learning that pretty soon. This red side is warded up. They just have a perfect square of vision. Rectangle. And all that means is that there's absolutely no way they're going to get ganked. Lane ganked from river, getting from dry bush, doesn't matter. The only way they're getting ganked is if Sejuani walks all the way through here, through dry bush, and behind their turret. It's like Kane's want to come in. Ooh. Oh. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna assume that was a misclick. I'm sure you meant to net the other way.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Ooh, great ult time from Sejuani. Nice ult from Swain, but there's not much you can do here. Ooh, great flash come out from everybody, but there wasn't enough to get Swain out. Oh, saw it coming. I'm glad it happened. Great flash from Nautilus. That was a pure guesswork of where he would be. Didn't quite have vision of him just yet. Flashed over the wall, just all attacked him with that passive and stun him, lock him. Stun locked him right there. Blue side, right now, what all y'all have to do right now, control vision. Get control of vision, get control of objectives, take down these towers as a team. You are so far ahead, you win every fight. Don't be cautious like this though. That's not good for you. See, this is risky. You have no mana, you have no vision of their entire team, you have no idea where anyone is. It's risky going for that there. It worked out, no one was there to kill you, but your ADC, the only person nearby is a mid laner, Ari. Speaking of, Ari and Jinx just taking down Dragon by themselves. Mid team fight coming out here, great ults all around. Looks like Red Side just wants to get out of this, and understandably, they do not win this fight. Oh, great charm coming out from Ari. Hitting off the Swain. And a great hook coming out from Nautilus. Ooh, even better flash though. Still not enough to get him out though. Ari has a lot of mobility with that ult. Oh, there's another hook. This is that what you want? You want control vision, yeah, objective control, and then just walk it down, destroy these towers. If they try to fight you, kill them. That's all you want. You're that far ahead. You can do this. Yeah, you can do this. There's some souls. They made the change yet? Yeah, they made the change. That's good for Swain. Swain's getting tanky off that. Great job allowing to come in here. Not gonna be enough. She's just gonna die here. Yard? Oh no, or not. Jinx walked up a little bit too far. Ari had to back off. No mana. No HP. It looked like Eli was gonna die for that, but she tamed down, did a great job. Flash ulted. Swain actually followed up. They got a kill on Jinx and Nautilus there. 2 shutdowns. And both of them on Swain and Ilaoi. Do not count the Swain out. Swain can come back from this. He is 3-2-0. Got a little bit of a CS deficit, but came close. But Not quite close enough. Alice is painting the Rift Herald. Good call. You do want, like I said, you do want to get these objectives. Getting those objectives means getting the tower. It's that much easier. Control the map. Use your power. Your team might still hard, but so does theirs. Kane did opt to go red from this game. It's a good idea to deal with the super tank that is Sejuani and the tank that is Darius. But it does mean you have a little bit of trouble like one-shotting these Ari and Jeans. Ari especially has a lot of mobility to get away from him. Oh! 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 Oh, my soul! My heart! Everything! My lungs! I feel hurt. Everyone just backed off the Rift Herald and Swain was like, alright, that's mine. I'll nab that from y'all. Great! Great claw, Swain. The fight for the Rift Herald has continued all the way to here. Kane did manage to get it, but I believe he's going to pay for it with his life. Meanwhile, Nautilus and Darius just taking this mid lane third tier. Like, that's a lot. I do think you really want to get this first tier real fast. As long as this first tier is up, you don't have full control over this. This whole bit of jungle is just, it's completely up. It's going to be up to whoever's there to control it, rather than you having control of it. Because as long as there's towers here, they have something to fall back through to if a fight happens. If fight comes here, you're winning, and they have to run, they can fall back to here or here. They have more places to fall back to. You want to knock this out as quickly as possible. It's like a wind dragon is coming up soon. Cloud Drake. More movement speed means more opportunities to get around the map. Great catch out on the Jeans. Oh, that's not what you want to see. That is a waste of a flash. You're already dead. You are knighted. Even if you flash away, you're still in auto range of Fresh. Lots of fights going on here. This Swain is a monster. Honestly, what came down to that, though, even were caught out of position, that not everyone was there. Your support's not there to peel for you. You cannot be too cocky. You may be fed, you're not, so you're still AC. I believe Cloud Drake is a little underrated when it comes to competitive play. The ability to have your entire team getting around the map that much faster is insane. Everyone always listen. This is roughly silver to gold. Mid silver to mid gold. But it's the ESDL team, so everyone is working as a team. Essentially, it's a flex game. So like, blue team is starting to prioritize this dragon. They do have control of it. I would like for them to wait until Nautilus got a little bit closer, but this is the time to take it. And he's taking down the move off. It looks like the transition into outside to get that tower. Exactly what you want. Red side is not really doing anything in order to combat what blue team is doing here. Looks like they're finally not rotating down to deal with the rest of the team, but it's a little too late. They've already lost multiple towers. Swain might. Ooh, great Zonias. Force is not to be enough. You are gonna die here. There's not much you can do about it. Prolong as long as possible, but you got CC'd and you could not flip the lantern fresh. This is not what you want. Red team did not rotate. The only person who came down was Swain. Fresh eventually rotated, but Alawi stopped. Alawi has teleport. She could have come down the whole time. What y'all have lost so much. Blue team is just taking 3 towers. Dragon and 3 towers, and during that time, y'all have nothing. But big team fight coming out, and all in favor of blue side. I know they said that was beautiful. That was a great play from blue team. Ace coming out for them. Got the inhibitor. Swain's up. But I think they're going to be able to get at least this tower. They might be able to go for 2, but Swain doesn't have his ult, so there's not much you can do to contest it. That's he's just going to die. Ooh, Sejuani does fall, but that's the end of the game. That's GG for the first game. Team victory for blue side. Out of everything, what lost red team, what lost you that game, you did not at all react to the fact that blue team was taking your entire base. They took 3 towers in one push and a dragon. And meanwhile, y'all had got nothing in return. Y'all didn't group in a lane. You didn't take any objectives. You didn't take. There was not. Baron was up. You didn't take top tower. You didn't take mid tower. You just CS in the lanes into jungle creeps. You need to react. You either need to rotate there and stop their push, or you need to take objectives of your own. That's you're so far behind. Just you can't even risk letting them have their way with your base. You gotta go stop them. That allow you had teleport the entire time. You have to use it. Looking at vision stores, uh, it was a quick game, so I wouldn't expect very high vision stores coming out of this. Honestly, yours is a little low. I think this comes down to not controlling it as much as you could. You didn't get your ward still at a certain point. I understand that. It's like we're already hopping in this game, so I can. It's like we're already hopping into the next game. My advice is more control wards. Get sweepers earlier, even if it means you have to go without wards for maybe like a minute, because like roughly around the time, because you get your 3 wards or at least your 1 ward, your support item converts to wards at 500 gold. Roughly around the time it hits 410, you can go ahead and switch to a sweeper because it's not gonna be that long. As long as you're active in lane, it's not gonna be that long. Any of the any of the wards or even any of the support items, it's not gonna take that long to get to 500 gold from 410. So getting that early sweeper and just getting rid of all the wards the enemy has placed, it means a free gain coming out from your jungler. They can walk in just fine. Uh, looks like we'll have a bit more time to talk while they pro draft. We'll see all their pits and bans once they actually enter the game. Any questions from the audience on what team was doing or what you think they should have been doing? If there's no questions, Tips on what should have been done that game. Again, just can't let them just have your base. You need to react at some point. Need something. I do wish you could pull up custom games that you spectated, because I would like to look more at the finer points of the game. I do believe both teams needed to have a bit more control of their wards. More control wards plays. Just honestly, if you have 75 gold, or if you're at 70 gold, wait the extra like 5 gold and buy control ward. And it doesn't matter where you place it, just put it down. Put it down, run it, run it, let it run its course. If it is taken, fine. As long as it did its job, as long as it got vision, as long as it made sure that there were no wards in that bush from the enemy. And even if it does get taken, you can almost guarantee there's going to be a ward there next. Maybe this is a bad game, but I do want uh previous red team, now blue team. I want your ADC to choose something they're a bit more comfortable with. It maybe just may have just been a bad game, but it did look like you were making a lot of mistakes. You kept netting the wrong way, just walking the wrong directions, getting hit by a lot of different hoods. Understanding your champion's range, their abilities a bit more, it might have just been a rough game. And I do understand where that comes from, but having a lock on that type of stuff will help you a lot in the future. And if you're not comfortable with the champion, just don't play it. It doesn't matter if it's meta, doesn't matter if it's a counter, doesn't matter about any of that. Play what you're good at. Play what you feel comfortable on. You are going to win so many more games, not just in not just in the ESDL, but in ranked, in norms, everything. If you understand what you're doing on a champion, if you feel good on this champion, I cannot stress that enough. You always hear about pros playing, and or higher elo players. They always pick counters to their laners on. They always pick what's strong in the meta, but they're not just picking counters. They're not just playing what's strong. They're playing stuff that they already know how to play. So you have to give them credit where credit's due. Cannot underestimate how much time they put into a champion just to really practice it and know what's going on. By the way, I now know which teams are which. This is Team Virtuous and this is Team Flabber's Goons. Thank you for having a clan tag. Club tag, I suppose. Honestly, the same can be said for the both teams. Play champions you're comfortable with. That is going to be how you win games. If you understand what your damage output is and how to play the champion, if you don't feel like you're constantly under stress in order to perform at the way you think the champion's supposed to be played, you're gonna find yourself doing a lot better, not making nearly as many mistakes. I will say I do enjoy the rotations that Flubber's Goons made last game. It was clear they were trying to work as a team to the best of their abilities. Virtuous, I did not feel that from y'all. Again, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but you can't take that long to react to bot, to them taking your entire bot lane. They went from Dragon to first tower to second tower, killed Swain, took third tower, took inhibitor, and ended the game. And during that time, the only person who walked down was Swain. That was easily a 20, 30 seconds of just to get to the second tier tower. Doing Dragon taking the first tower easily and then walking to the third was easily 20, 30 seconds. You had more than enough time to think, okay, they're still pushing. What do we do? Allah, you had teleport, walk down. Kane, you got caught out and you ran away into the enemy jungle. But then you started farming. You farmed the enemy general. I guess you assumed they were gonna back off, but they have no reason to. They just Swain walked down in an attempt to stop it and died. Caitlyn was farming mid. I know she's behind. I know that she feels like she's useless, but you can't just be farming. You have to stop it. The fact is, allow you teleporting onto the tower and just ulting and clearing the wave. Yeah, it feels like it's a bit of a waste, but it will save your towers and will save your game. At least then you can attempt to scale up. The fact is, Alawi is a team fight monster when she has a couple items. Right, going into the second pit and ban phase for Team Virtuous versus Flabber's Goons. Looks like Team Virtuous did not like the Nautilus pick from Flabber's Goons last time. They are not letting them get it again. Morgana coming out from ban coming from Flabber's Goons. Good choice. Morgana's always a steady bid, always powerful, has a lot of safety and bid potential. Same with Malzahar. Lots of bid potential there, and he's very safe. It's hard to kill Malzahar unless you have multiple forms of CC. Talon coming out. I see a lot of Talon bans, and then maybe he's just pit at a certain point because I never see him pit. Even when he's not banned, I don't see him pit. And I understand he's powerful, but I just never see him. Mord is a ban I understand though. Mord is stupid strong. Played for the first time last night, and it felt brain dead. Brand coming out, lots of AoE damage from Brand, max health, shreds taints, great mid, great support, can even jungle. Brand can jungle if you know how to play him. It's not the best bid. You're going to get counter jungle and killed in your jungle a lot. Not by the monsters, but by the enemy players if they know what they're doing. But he can do it. Coming from actual pits being chosen though, we're gonna see another Sejuani versus Kane going down for that same sides, that same bit on both sides. But top has changed dramatically, going from Malawi versus Darius to Riven versus Urgot. And it looks like this time Team Virtuous was the Ari, leaving Zed to Flabber's Goons.
Life is too short for fear.
I'm going to assume these bans are out of order because I don't see the purpose of banning top laners when you've already chosen your top laners. Now, keep in mind, Pro Draft has already been used, so all these bans have been chosen outside of our ears, outside of our eyes. We haven't seen what's going on. So for all we know, Illaoi and Jarius were the first bans chosen. Looks like Team Flabber's Goons wants another crack at the jeans. Just comfortable in the champion, wants to prove it right here and now. This time, Team Virtuous go with the safe Sivir. Short range, however, lots of, has her own spell shield, lots of self peel, lots of damage, can easily push lanes in. We saw last game she had a lot of trouble with farming due to just being killed. Lots of heavy gains. Sivir is a great way to deal with that. She just pushes the wave, walks away. Lutz is a great support pick, even after the nerfs. The nerfs did really butcher her as a support, but her power is still there. She's still safe. Still has a lot of poke, a lot of pit potential. So she's always a powerful pick no matter what. Braum is a great. Let me put it this: I want to play Braum. I want to learn how to play Braum. Braum is a great pick, great champion play. He's not the strongest in poke lanes like this Lutz lane, especially this Lutz lane, because his shield does nothing against Lutz. But he is a powerful peel mechanism for his chains. Looks like Kane's not gonna be is going to be going Ignite and Smite this game. It's risky. You really have to rely on the fact that you really have to rely on your E because you're not gonna have many ways to get over anything. You can Q over walls, but not you're just not gonna have a lot of free getaway like you do with a flash. A lot of mobility, just given up for the kill potential of Ignite. I'm assuming this means he's gonna be going for a lot more kills and trades in the whenever he runs into Sejuani. As we saw last game, Sejuani did not want to trade that much with Kane. She was miss. She did have Hella Blades, which I do believe made literally zero impact that game. As far as her champion, the way her play style, I wish I could have seen the stats on that Hella Blades because I don't. I believe she may have used it properly 3 or 4 times because it's just not a good pick on Sejuani. We'll see if she runs it now. There are multiple win conditions for both sides here. Clearly, Flabber's Goons knows that they can put a lot of pressure, a lot of gold in this Jeans, and know that she can do her job. Zed is Zed can just kill Lutz, Ari, Kane. He can just kill any of them. Just take them out of the map entirely. They do not exist anymore. And when you turn that into a 4v5, turn these fights to a 4v5, if Jeans is already ahead, then you've already won. You've already won that fight. Especially when you have such a heavy team fight presence like Sejuani and Braum. There you go. TFT memes. You got Glacial. That means perma-stun for the enemy team. Riven versus Urgot. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen that matchup. I do believe that Riven has every. I believe that every matchup Riven's in is a skill matchup. She can do something to play to win it if she's good enough. If they understand Riven well enough as a champion. But Urdot has seen a couple of buffs recently. Was in a he was in an odd spot for a little bit, so he did need those buffs. I do believe a lot of. I'm attempting to identify the win conditions for Team Virtuous. I do not believe it's Sivir. Funnily enough, Sivir can carry games. She does have a lot of power and potential. But I do not believe that Sivir is the win condition for Team Virtuous. Sivir is that champion that A carry that you never have to worry about. She's always going to be there. She's going to be doing consistent damage. She's going to be a utility ADC for your team. It's like Ashe. She's going to ult and she's going to sit back and do the best she can. I believe the win conditions will this game fall down to Ari and Riven. Kane possibly if he chooses to go assassin this game. However, he's going to have a rough time trying to get assassin. The only place he can get it is top and in the ADC. Everywhere else is a melee. Ari is opting to go with the glacial augment build. Last time we saw Team Flubber's Goons start with an invade, and it looks like they're doing it again. It worked last time, so why not again? However, Team Virtuous is still sitting in base. Really late start. They're not to have any knowledge of that this is going on. Normally, one of their champions would be sitting here waiting. Right, here we go. Are we doing it? All right. Doesn't look like they're being able to do anything this time.
Minions have spawned.
The only real CC they had in this invade was the Sejuani knockup, which she does not have. She has her E. So there was no guaranteed hard CC to get this time. Looks like a little something's happening down here in the mid jungle. Kane gets caught out, just perma CC'd by Braum and Sejuani. Hey, that joke I made came true. Not to say I'm psychic, but the proof's in the pudding. And Sejuani gets the red buff, and Jinx gets a kill. That is, again, you have already seen what this Jinx is capable of last game. You now want her to be getting kills early. And Kane's already behind, so if they were hoping for Kane to be their win condition, that not having Flash really put him behind there. He was unable to get out. Even if he had Flash, I don't think he was to be able to get out that one. Nice stun or Q coming out from Braum. It's a stun on Lutz. Lots of damage coming out on Jeans, but lots of return damage coming out. Alright, lots of damage coming out on Lutz, but a lot of return damage coming out on Jeans. Chased a little too far, allowed several few too many auto attacks. You have to know when you're out, when you're chasing too far. That's how you start to lose the trade. The trade went amazing, and you took a little bit too much damage. Ooh, mid lane. I know there's only level 3. I know it's only 3 minutes in, but nearly a 10 CS lead as a Zed versus Ahri, that's impressive. Side Tane is wanting to come in for this top lane game. Oh, great job from Urgot. Kills the Riven. Initiated that fight before it even started. He knew he could do lots of damage. Oh, hold on. But he knew he could do lots of damage, and he took advantage of it, killing the Riven as the fight got going. Kane did a great gauge, but Riven was just too low to start off with. While Sejuani's just taking Scuttle. Ooh, great job, but Ahri is here. You are dealing with 2 tanks. Zed needs to roam here now before Sejuani dies. Ooh, great job. Zed reacted exactly what we need to. Sejuani did die for it, but they got 3 kills for 1. That's not even including if you try to include the Riven kill that came up for the Danes eventually, or initially. That's exactly what you want to see. Zed died earlier. while we were watching the top lane play. I'm not quite sure how. Again, we were watching the top lane play, but that doing that extra kill allows him to come back in a bit more. However, Ari did also get a kill on the got the Sejuani kill. This Urgot is now a monster. It's 2-0-2. He's 14 CS up. He's got massively on Riven, and he scales pretty hard as far as top laners go. This is something I noticed in the first game too. I think would behoove everybody in this game. Pay a bit more attention to your screen. There are some late reactions going on. If Lutz had her Q up, because they were just doing Settle, so her Q had just been used on Settle. From making sure nothing happens to their Zed, flashing for it, dragging the dragon out. Good job. Kane does not have his smite here. This is basically free. Ooh. Lots coming out here. Rom gets ignited and he will die for it. That's a free kill for Kane. But they do manage to get a Cloud Drake coming over. Support for Cloud Drake is pretty well worth, and they wasted no summoners coming out for the rest of the team. Now, Sivir opted to farm roughly that entire time, and it shows with a 10 CS lead. Kills are worth 15 CS. So currently, with 5, if Sivir maintains the CS lead and gets 5 more, it will be as if she had the same amount of kills as Jinx. But Jinx has brought CS back to 2 difference anyways, and that's only if Sivir misses these 3. Not very likely. Is Ronnie looking for Kane or looking for the red buff? So just gonna take to the grubs. Kane is top side doing the blue buff. Oh, this is scary. 17 to 52 CS. That's a terrifying prospect to be as Riven. It's not easy to come back when you're this far behind. You are a Riven, but this is also Urgot. A dive could happen here. It is just Lutz. If you were to dive, you would have had it done then. It's now too late. Bad ults. You could have gone for it, but it was a bit risky. But as soon as you saw Lutz use that Q, you could have gone right then and there. Once it's down, she has no way to stop you from killing her on the tower. Kane is doing a great job having stuttle control this game. Stuttle control allows him to get his at speed back really quickly, as well as a lot of gold. Ooh, oh, no, Riven. For those of you who don't know, when Urgot kills someone with his ult, it fears everything around him, champions included. You do not want to wait until the ult's already until they're also already killing the Kane to go in there. In fact, you do not want to go in at all. You are so low. Alright, well that was quite the interaction coming out from Sejuani and Ari. They do manage to get Ari, but well, no, I suppose it was all worth it. That CS lead that Silver has is now transitioned purely into Jinx's favor. That is most likely it's dead Sivir. Great Q from Braum, great ult from Jeans. I'm assuming Zed went in, Kane went in on Zed there to try and kill him. But as there was a reason that Zed is the Grandmaster of Shadows. And Kane is only the disciple. This is not looking well for Virtuous. Team Flubber's Goons has shutdowns across the board, and everyone except Braum. Speaking from experience on both sides of what I'm talking about, uh, Jinx walks into the Lutz ult. Ooh, Triumph Triumph came in last second. Sorry, a lot happened in that short time frame. Braum barely ignite, barely survives the ignite from Lutz. Urgot had aggressive teleport. They had the opportunity to do something there, but Ari did come down and flank them. We were talking before about Sivir being not that far behind in gold. Well, she just got a massive shutdown on her from this Urgot. So any disparities? Sorry, tired. Any differences in gold are relatively minor at this point. They do have roughly the same items. Jinx has opted to go for the Cloak of Agility, meanwhile Sivir has opted to go for Berserker Greaves. Ooh, great ult from Braum. Great ult from Braum, great ult from Jinx. Lots of CC just locked down their enemy laners.
Turret plate will fall soon.
Riven has managed to bring back her CS a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean she's even further behind than she was before. However, she no longer has 15. She now has doubled her CS, which is something to be said. Sejuani is going for this Rift Herald. Zed is standing watch, just like, hey, I'm here. Ooh, Kane's around the side. That's a dead Ari. Great ult from Zed. But I think, oh, great ult from Urdot, sniping the Kane. Sejuani lives with barely any HP. At this point, this is exactly what you want. You have so much power, just push down bot, or, I mean mid. Just push down mid. Even dropping down the Rift Herald. This tower is gone. You are now have complete control of this side of the map. You can push even further here. You do still have Richard. Ooh, different fights going on. This is risky. It was risky. Um, I do believe that there's not much Virtuous can do at this point. Normally, there's a play that will decide a game. It was not this game. This game was, I believe, everyone on Team Virtuous was a little frustrated after the last game. Maybe came into this with a little bit of tilt. Not everyone's playing their best. Oh, great job from Braum here. Great job from Braum. Playing around the minions. Kane and Lutz were tainting up those minions. You cannot underestimate those minions. Minions hurt. If you're standing in the middle of minions like this, that many, you might as well be standing, letting just an ADC auto attack you. That's roughly as much damage as being done. Lots of getting a little cocky. Not lots. Jeans, you're getting a little cocky here. Can't be stepping up a little too much. Of the two champions that can kill you on the new team, that's them. Lots of CC. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. That is how you were gonna lose this game. You just gave not shut down because you died before. You just gave a lot of gold, a lot of free time over to Team Virtuous. Now the sits in two genes. Now sits in three. But the sits kill genes is now dead. And now so is Zed. Rest of Flubber's tunes did manage to get Dragon off that, but you can't be giving away free kills at this point in the game. You're reaching the part of the game where its death timer is roughly 30 to 40 seconds. Dying now is massively bad for your team. I understand. Their Nessus is open. You want to just end this game. If you want to end this game properly, walk down top or bot. Swat down top or bot. Take those towers. There's no need to force a fight. That being said, that's what you're doing and it's working. But there is no need to. This strategy works, but it carries a lot of risk. The other way you can play this and be a lot safer is just take this. Take this. Look at what we're doing soon. He's taking this tower. Urdot went with the safe and correct play. Objectively correct play. He's taking this inhibitor. Once this inhibitor is down, Zed is taking these towers. He's walking down bot. This is so disparate. Looks like that might be the game here. Even if the game does not end here, the game is over. Virtuous. Zed is getting this final tower. Ah, he is running out of minions. But the next wave is here in time. Fights are still happening here. All the minions are ending. That's GG. Great job from both teams. Flubber Goons had a dominant victory over Virtuous. Virtuous, you did not play badly. I believe the second game you got a little tilted, and it shows a bit. Need to play champions you're a bit more comfortable with for one. Doesn't feel like you were quite all together there as a team, and it doesn't feel like you were there mechanically on your champions. Vision Store, Flubber Tunes, you have a lot better control of this game. A lot better Vision Store across the board. Still, only one ward placed from Jeans. That is not good. That's actually terrible. Get wards back every minute 20. 100 seconds at the latest. Like, you have plenty of wards placed. There's never a point in time where you should have both wards ready to be placed. You should always have at least one place at a time. And it's things like this that will actually cost you a game. By not having enough Vision Store, what is a lead to start with can actually turn into a loss very quickly. Walk into a bush, you get assassinated by an enemy carry. You got really cocky at one point. You walked directly into an Ari and a Lutz, and you just died for it, and you got nothing from it. I that is overconfidence. You won the game, but as you keep going, you start facing opponents who are more in touching each other or just have better understanding of the game. That will kill you. That will lose your team a game because once the Fed AD carry is dead, what's the rest of the team gonna do? At this point, your guy's incredibly fed. Zed's fed, but if they manage to kill you, if you just die for nothing, they don't even have to bust ultimates for you. And then they just managed to lock down our guy. I mean, they have plenty of CC. Kane went red Kane. Uh, Riven has a knockup and a stun. Kane has a knockup. Ari has a charm. Lutz has a root. Like all of this, all that CC onto Urgot, he won't be able to survive no matter what. Have to be a little bit more careful about that. You cannot be overconfident. That's how you lose games. So get this vision stuff under control. Having control of vision allows you to make so many more plays without being worried about what's going on. Are you walking into a trap? Am I about to be killed by an assassin? Am is there someone I can kill? Having vision means, hey, I see that person walking to red buff. Bet we can bring the entire team and kill them for free. Vision is one of the most important things in this game, and I would like to see both teams working to control it. Zed has the highest vision score in the game, has more words placed than support. These are not overconfidence. It's a slow and insidious killer. Have to be careful about that. Honestly, though, great plays from everyone overall. Uh, Lots of great picks, lots of great mechanical skill being demonstrated. Play champions are a bit more comfortable with. Get this vision under control. This is your weakest point for both teams by far. In a 20-minute game, 19 minutes, 40 seconds, 23 minutes before, you both support should have at least 15 to 16 wards placed. And everyone should have at least two control wards placed. Everybody. And unless you did not destroy a single ward. Honestly, this is all advice I can give you. Work more as a team. Practice together. Get control of each other. Learn to trust each other. Figure out what you're trying to do as a team. Who am I going to put resources in? Where am we going to go? Where are we going to do this game? Work together. Figure out a comp. Figure out what you want to do. Okay, are we going for pits? Are we going for a team fight? Are we going for more of just a objective focused game? Figure out what you want to do that game. Who you want to put your resources into, and play around that. Do not deviate from the plan. The only time you should ever deviate from your plan is if it's just off the rails. You need to identify your winning conditions, and you need to work on this vision. This vision will determine how your games go in the future. Walking into an ambush or setting up your own is all determined by vision. It is a game breaker. Uh, as far as builds, Raven was very behind. There was not much she could do past a certain point. She was not. She was unable to CS. The fact that she only has Death Stance says a lot. Great job. Honestly, this is something you don't. I need to appreciate. You don't see it enough. Rushing a Zonia's versus Zed. Zed, Talon, yeah, even Yasuo. That armor, the ability to just be like, no, you're not gonna kill me for 2.5 seconds. Cooldown, the AP. I mean, it's an amazing item against any AD laner. There's a reason you almost always build it regardless of whether you're against AD or not. Zonia's is amazing, and against AD laners, it's even better. Lutz, I understand your Lutz, but focus a bit more on getting those control words plays. If you have enough money to go for those Ludens, you have enough money to buy a couple more control words. Sivir, I'm not too privy to most Sivir's builds, but in my experience, from what I've seen, from what I've played myself, what I've seen other Sivers do, she tends to rush Essence Reaver because it gives her a lot of cooldown, gives her mass sustain, and it gives her AD and crit. And a lot of Sivir's issues as a champion come from a small mana pool and long cooldowns. So having that cooldown reduction and having that mana sustain is massive for her. You can run into IE next, but that Essence Reaver should probably be your first buy. Looking at Flubber's Goons, pretty good builds. Um, yeah, no, these are exactly what you want to see. War mods is a little early. I do not believe that you had 3,000 health. I would have finished maybe even any other item first. Like even just like getting I didn't. Hell Blades. I didn't even notice. She won both games. Clearly it's working for her. But I do believe Hell Blades is the last one of the last things you'll ever want as Sejuani. I get it. It helps you to proc your stun faster. Aftershock, grasp, honestly anything. Aftershock is huge. It's just gonna be so much better. Beyond that, I do believe that Glacial Automate you do tend to want to go for things like Headset GLP and Twin Shadows, but you did need to rush the Zonias. So I'm assuming next you were going into one of the Twin Shadows or Headset GLP, but you did do good by rushing the Zonias. That's what you need to do. Honestly, though, despite things I've said, despite everything, everyone did play extremely well. Lots of good pits coming out from both sides. Great gameplay overall. And everyone thought they were trying to stay positive. Uh, I at the end of the day, things both teams to work on: vision control, overconfidence, teamwork. Those are the three main points you can take away from this. Especially, especially overconfidence. Mental actually is a better way to put it. Mental states. Team Flubber's Goons, don't get overconfident. Got really cocky, threw free kills away. You gave a lot of free kills away from just pure overconfidence. Virtuous, it looked like you started to tilt. It just felt like you were not playing your best there. So you need to stay calm, Play well, focus on your play, and focus on working with the team. Don't worry about last game. Don't worry about the next game. Don't worry about any of that. Focus on the game you're in. What can you do to come back? What can you do to carry a lead? What can you do to change? Focus on your game and just work on what you can do with the team. If you're having a rough time top, don't worry about it. Focus, try to see where you can help out. Okay, I can't win top. I literally just can't walk up. Maybe I can walk down mid. Maybe I can just come and gank the Z. That's not the easiest gank target in the world, but maybe you can. Maybe you can teleport down bot with that. You have that teleport. Why not use it? Just go down bot. Get some CC on the Jeans. She doesn't have any mobility. Team Flubber's Goons. Slow down. Don't walk face first into multiple people by yourself. Stay back. Take the judges. Strangle them of all their gold. Don't let them get anything. When the only gold they're getting is over time natural gold and the couple CS that make it into the base, then you're just gonna strangle them out. You're gonna be so far ahead in gold and at speed that they can't fight you ever. Just so don't give them free gold by walking into their face. And vision control. I I'm gonna sound like a broken record, and I don't care. Vision is everything. It's everything. You can be the worst player in the world, but as long as you are playing well with your team, you're playing around them and having as control vision, it doesn't matter because you have so much more information than the enemy team. That's what vision control is. Make sure your enemy team doesn't have vision any information while you do, while your team does. All right, that's gonna be it for me. If anyone else has any questions, just post in the comments of the video or contact me directly. I'm free to answer anything. Have a wonderful day, everybody. This was the Red Crayon, casting Virtuous and Flubber's Goons. Great. Have applause for the teams and have a wonderful night.